when you truly forgive someone, that is your path to freedom. My name is Jack Redmond, and I am the co-author of Triumphant, My Journey, His Call, co-written with Dr. Akia Blandon. Writing somebody else's story, it can be very different with very different people, because I've written multiple people's books. This particular book was very challenging. It was very painful to write. Even as a man, writing a female story about the different things that she's been through. So I found it very emotionally difficult, this book. But, you know, it was what we wanted to share with the world. The book is about Akia's life story, which begins very, very difficult and tragically, being very, very badly abused at 6 years old. And that was the beginning of abuse that took place in her life and set her on a pathway of incredible difficulty and pain. But that's the beginning of the story. But the triumphant is how she overcame that. And it did take decades, but she amazingly triumphed over so many different things. I think youth leaders should read this book because the implications of the abuse that people suffer and experience is huge. And many of our youth leaders have probably been through some level of abuse, or they know it's happening in their families, or they're going to work with it with coworkers, people that they serve alongside. It's just a tremendous tool in educating yourself and going through the healing process if you yourself need it. The word says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So there's a couple things. We know we overcome sin and brokenness by the blood of Jesus Christ. But oftentimes we're then in a space where we have other issues that we have to deal with. When you go through things such as abuse, and I mean, this was horrific abuse that she went through. It wasn't, when I hand the book to people, I said, brace yourself for chapter 1, because it's brutal and it's honest the way that we share it. But one of the ways that we overcome is by speaking about not only our trials, but our victories. Final thing is just never quit. Never quit. Triumphant. There's so many stories in that book where, you know, she left her home and packed the truck up and was driving it, you know, back to Harlem, jumping curbs, you know. And sometimes it's just being committed to moving forward, where God will he'll keep you going and keep things going forward. You just never, ever, ever quit.